All right. Hey everybody, this is Matt Fairclough. I'm the president and founder of the DeRosa Group, and I'm also the subgroup leader for SJ RIA in Mercer County. Today I'd like to talk to you about private capital. Private capital is a conversation that I see all around SJ RIA. What I found is what's the most popular conversations with regards to turnout, either at the main meeting or at the subgroups that I've attended as well. Everybody wants to learn about it because everybody's looking to get more money into their businesses so they can build an empire for themselves. It's something that we've learned how to do very well at the DeRosa Group. To give you just a few footnotes, over the last 5 years, the DeRosa Group's been able to do $10 million in transactions involving private money. And that involves private equity and also private loans. We've done both private capital type of transactions. We've learned a lot over that, and I'd like to share what I've learned with you over a 4-week online training course. You're going to be able to take this course from the comfort of your own home. I'm very excited about a partnership between the DeRosa Group and SJ RIA to put this together for you. Overall, I think it's going to be a great benefit to the organization and to you as well. So here's how it's going to break down. It's going to be a 4-week training course. And you're going to get to, again, watch this from the comfort of your own home. You're not going to have to go to some hotel and go eat a crappy lunch and sit next to a bunch of people you don't know. You're going to get to take this from at home in your pajamas if you want. It's going to be offered through an online webinar type of an experience. You're going to get a web link that you can click on. It's super simple, not complicated. Even if you're not computer savvy, we'll talk you through everything you need to do to get access to it. And if by chance you missed the webinar, we're going to email you a link with a recording so you can watch it at your own leisure. So here's how it's going to break down. Week 1 is going to be about what is private capital, because the term gets thrown around all the time. There's all kinds of just different ideas. People think they know what it is. The term's thrown around in books, the internet, and even national speakers are coming around throwing around that term. But we need to clearly define it so that when you meet with potential investors, you can be educated on what it is that you're offering them. And if they ask you questions, you can answer those. So the first course is what is private capital. That's week 1. Week 2 is I'm going to teach you places that you can look in your extended network on how to find private capital. And this is well beyond talking to your rich uncle and your mom and dad and your cousin and your sister about whether or not they should invest with you. This is getting deep into your network and looking at all kinds of different places. As a matter of fact, I've got 5 places that I think are not so well known that you can look for in your network where there are people that have private capital that they're looking to invest, and they're a lot of times overlooked. So I'm going to teach you those things. So you're going to walk out of that with a nice list of people that you can contact. Week 3, I'm going to teach you what to say when you contact these people, because they say you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Well, you need to be educated. You need to know what it is you're offering. You need to have some pieces in place before you make those phone calls. And I'm going to teach you what you need to have in place before you make the call, and a few bullet points on things that you want to use to explain to these folks on what it is you're offering them to do with you. Week 4, we're going to talk about the ways that you need to protect yourself and the ways you need to protect your private investor through structuring the deal properly. These are documents that you need to have in place. These are just things you need to consider before you sit down and close that deal. And most importantly, what we're going to talk about is the exit strategy to get you out of the private loan or the private capital project, whether it's equity or a loan. Because the investor's going to want to know that. And you should know that too, because the last thing you want to do is to be stuck into a private capital deal for too long without getting out of the project and getting your money out and onto something else. So we're going to talk about all those things. The best part is after each online course, you're going to be given as much Q&A with me as you want. We're going to do just questions. You're going to get to pick my brain. We're going to get however long of a conversation you'd like. Just making sure you guys are absolutely flat on the material and able to go out and implement it that week before the next course. So that's the next thing, is we're going to be giving you guys assignments and tasks to take on in between the classes so that you come alongside us and that you develop a bit of a private capital business for yourself. So at the end of week 4, you've got perhaps some private capital lined up to implement directly into your business now. So bottom line, guys, this doesn't matter if you're a wholesaler, buy and hold guy, or if you're a fix and flipper, Whatever it is you do in your business, private capital will help you. We buy rental properties, we buy apartment buildings with private capital. We also fix and flip houses with private capital. We just finished a house in Yardley, PA. We sold it just a few days ago, and we're able to do that deal because we had access to private capital. Here's quickly how it broke down. We got a call through our network that we had that there was an estate that needed to sell a house. They had been talking to a few other people, and before they were going to put it out to auction, they wanted to see if they could get a specific number they wanted for the property. So we had to close inside of 2 weeks to prevent the property from slipping through our fingers. For the 2 weeks from the time we got the phone call to getting to closing. There's no way that you're making that happen if you've got a bank or any other sources of financing aside from a potential private lender or private equity partner sitting on the sidelines with the cash that can inject into your business to get you to closing. We had that. So we called our private lender. He was able to step into the deal. We were able to close on this property. We bought it for less than 50 cents on the dollar from what it was worth when it was fixed, when it was repaired. We also brought in another private lender that came in and loaned to us on construction. So everything went perfect on the deal. We just closed the other day. I'm not ashamed to tell you, our private lenders made $14,000. $14,000 in 4 months. They made a great return on their money. They're very happy. We also made a great return because we didn't put in very much, if at all, money, and we made almost 20% of the sell price of the house in profit, which was a great return for us as well. So all in all, win-win situation. Our private lenders can't wait to get into the next deal with us, and we're actively looking for the next project. So I want you to be able to do the same thing. I'm not here to brag to you. I'm just here to tell you what you can do if you have access to private capital. Again, we bought apartment buildings with it. We've done fix and flips. You can do the same thing. And I want to teach you how to do it. And the best part about it is SJ RIA has put a great price on this. They're going to price this at $249, and that gets you access to all 4 weeks of the course. And the Q&A, the assignments afterwards, and everything like that. So I think it's a phenomenal price for what you're going to learn. Super excited for the opportunity to teach you guys about this, and very excited for SJ RIA's opportunity to open this up to all the folks that are members and associates for SJ RIA. So I sure look forward to seeing you on the webinar. I hope you're able to join us, and I really look forward to sharing this information with you so you can build your businesses. Have a good evening.